currently serving as a full professor at a department for foreign languages and literature at Tunghai University in Taichung, Taiwan. Dr. Lu brings a wealth of experience and expertise to our session. Her dedications to the advancing knowledge in online and also blended learning community, teacher professional development and pragmatics in foreign language education is evidence her extensive academic background. I'm delighted to share Dr. Lu's latest contributions in academic landscape. She co-authored a chapter titled Pre-Service Chinese Foreign Language Teachers in a Blended Call Preparation Program, a case study in Taiwan. Features in the Handbook of Call Teacher Education and Professional Development, published in Springer 2023. This publication explored the unique experience of the pre-service language teacher engaging in a blended call preparation program. Dr. Lu's research excellence extends the journal article, including her recent work entitled Blended Cross-Tier Language Teacher Development. It is a designing online video-based pragmatic assessment, published in English Teaching and Learning 2023. Another noteworthy contribution is the article co-authors with Klein Cesar's titled Multiple Perspective with Online EFL Practicum Technology Learning as a Case Study on a Cloud, published in Tech Trend 2023. These articles further demonstrate Dr. Lu's exploration of innovative practices in technology-enhanced language learning. This publication underscores Dr. Lu's continuous effort to advance our understanding on language education and the teacher development in the digital era. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before the presentation starts, let us tell you how the presentations will go. First, Dr. Lu will be invited to deliver materials. After that, there will be a question and answer sessions. During the presentations, if you have a question for the offline audience, you may raise your hand to deliver your question, and then for the online participant, you may publish your question in the question and answer session. Without further ado, let's turn our attention to Dr. Lu. Dr. Lu, please take it away.
Thank you so much. I want to make sure whether my voice is clear to you. Because I did hear the echo from your side. It's okay with my voice to you? Yizu, please help me. Do you think it's clear enough to you? Okay, sure. Thank you so much. I guess I only have 30 minutes, right, for my presentation, and followed by Q&A for 15 minutes. As you can see, my online talk topic is about how we could work together and explore our journey as a foreign language teacher, education researcher together. I'm not a so-called speaker today. I just want to learn from everybody in the world because I know this is an international conference. So I suppose I'm learning from you, okay? So I might invite you to share your experience either by written form, or you may just, I don't know whether you're allowed to speak up or not, okay? But then I guess during the Q&A time, we can actually share with each other about our research experience together, okay? Now, today, I define myself as the journey guide, okay? And this is my background information. I know you have learned some information from our host today. So if you're interested in my resume, you can click this link, okay, when you are available, okay? And now let's get started and explore our journey together, okay? I'll just try to hide something here. Okay, sure. I guess usually before we think about whether we could serve as a so-called teacher educator or teacher researcher, we should do literature review. So today from my PowerPoint slides or my Canva files, you will see, wow, a lot of work to be reviewed before we consider becoming a researcher in the teacher training field or in the teacher education field here. So according to what Yizu or Professor City and me, Mei Hui, we learned a lot from Professor Cransasa when we were studying at University of Queensland in Brisbane, Australia. We all learned that usually in the foreign language education field, we always just follow the general education field first. So we will have our own new and different research styles, to be honest. Okay. Later on, I'll introduce to you why researchers always complain that foreign language education always left behind the general education field here. So if we read this slide here, you can tell no matter you are doing any kind of research in your life, you usually will follow quantitative, qualitative, or mixed method research design, right? And for teacher training, research here, you either cover pre-service teachers or in-service teachers training module, or you can combine both of them together. So in your mind, you should have this kind of, let's say, mindset, okay, or concept map. All right, so if you can tell, I'll hide this one. I hope you won't be blocked by all the Zoom stuff here. Okay, as you can tell here, long time ago, perhaps before you were born, perhaps if you're so young, okay, long time ago, we can tell all the research will be done in relation to teacher cognition and beliefs, right? And these two are the typical, I used R, means it's still the fact here. These two articles are the typical paper, or we say masterpiece, for us to refer to when you want to review what's happening to teacher cognition or belief. And I'm not going to read the details because you can read by yourself. And I also email the organizing committee, the conference organizing committee, the whole PDF file. So you may be able to ask for the PDF file from them, yes. So you can tell these two are very representative. So in our mind, first of all, we think about, I should think about teacher cognition and belief. Do you know what? Perhaps in the near future, you can review the old masterpieces here, and you think you want to talk about teacher cognition or belief in applying VR, right? Or other AI technologies into language instruction. So all these old masterpieces should be reviewed again, although it's published around 2 decades ago. Okay. And year by year, you can still find, wow, even up to now, the recent years, we still find people would like to deal with teacher beliefs and practice. Especially you can tell even up to 2017, researchers would also do teachers' belief in English language teaching and learning. Then these two authors, they are trying, or actually they were trying to review what's happening over the past 2 or even 3 decades. So these are very, very good references for you. I did a lot of work and I compile all these references for you. If you are interested in joining Yizu and Professor City and me to become a teacher educator very soon. Okay. Now, other than teacher cognition or belief, another school of researchers, they will also do teacher identity or autonomy, right? And these two are very good for your reference as well. Okay, and the 2 articles were published in outstanding journals. So you can read about, wow, personal, contextual, or professional factors might influence teacher identity, not just in the traditional language instruction context, perhaps in the digital or digitalized context as well. So you can refer back to the these two pieces of work, and then see whether you can find some literature gaps for you to fill in when you try to apply technology enhanced approaches or teaching methods in your future project. Okay. All right. Now, once you read or you have read the previous masterpieces, here comes another one for you to ponder for a while. There's more like a, could I say, a big transition from the old style research module to the more recent one here. So if you could read these two articles, you can tell what might be the research trends, models, or topics you could deal with. If you read these two, you will find the second one was published by Izhu and my doctoral thesis advisor, okay, Professor Clemenza. And this is very, very comprehensive review. You can tell based on these two articles, which research model or which specific topic or topics I could deal with, or I should say we could deal with, okay? And then you can thread over something piece by piece and then come up with your own specific issue or theme to be dealt with in your research project or in your thesis. Perhaps you are a doctoral student here, you could deal with some of the issues together, make your thesis more comprehensive, or just want to choose one or two to cover is also okay. These are another two pieces of work for you to take a look here. So you can tell how we could combine language teacher training and professional development together. And also, if you know Professor Gao, right? Go just visit us last month. Professor Gao, he was I guess is the editor-in-chief, right, in system, okay? And he visited us at Dawn University last month, and he was delivering a talk here as well. So I did learn a lot from this article. So if you could, you can take a screenshot or just use your cell phone. This is so important. How could you tell language teacher education is very important? Because all the articles reviewed by Professor Gao and his colleagues were published in System. As you may know, System is one of the outstanding SSCI journals in the world, right? So you can read this article, okay, when you have time. Wow, so stage by stage, we move from the traditional research module or say model to the current one. Now, so over the past decade, you could tell a lot of research will be related to telecollaboration, right? Okay, so if you read Wu's article published in Computer Assisted Language Learning, okay, 2 years ago, you could tell there are 6 major themes for us to cover if you want to do something about telecollaboration, okay? And if you could you please type something? Because I don't want to talk to the screen by myself too often. You can type something, later we can discuss. If you are going to do telecollaboration, which theme might be interesting to you and why, okay? Or you are staying on site over there in Jakarta, you also could think about your potential theme or your themes to be covered in your future project, okay? To me, I've been doing the second one, let's say number 2, the second one, okay? I did design and devise as well. I did design something about how my TEFL student teachers could have telecollaboration with foreigners in the States, and they could have experiential learning experience very well. I did cover number 2, the B here. And also, let me see, I did check the community of practice, this theory, and I could deal with the teaching presence and expanded roles of project instructors. So that means we can cover both teachers and also the teacher educators together in one project. This is what I've been doing. I don't know how about you. So I guess this is a very good reference for me when I was composing my proposal, okay? And here comes the Professor Zheng. Professor Zheng is the editor-in-chief in English language teaching in Taiwan. And he and his colleagues has published this review article in Computer Assisted Language Learning. As you may know, this is also a very important journal for us, right? Especially in this digital area, right? And I guess I learned from him about what happened to the TPAC. You know TPAC, right? TPACK, TPAC topic in language teachers, knowledge about language teaching with technology. Okay, so even up to now, I learned from the articles I read, we still need some researchers to deal with TPAC in different perspectives when we want to improve students' online learning or their digitalized learning as well. So TPACK is always important. And Professor Sun and his colleagues, they categorized 51 articles. Wow, a lot of 51 good articles into 4 areas. Okay, so we have A, exploring TPAC, B, assessing TPAC, C, developing TPAC, D, applying TPAC. I've been doing A and B, but I'm not competent enough to do C, and D is also okay. But to me, I usually have my project, let's say, related to how my student teachers, my TEFL student teachers would explore their TPACK and how they would do the self-assessment on their own TPACK. Okay, and C and D, I guess, will be another good topic for you to ponder for a while, and perhaps you can include these 2 issues, these 2 areas in your research project very soon. All right, and then see, let's go back. Once we know these pieces of work, we'll jump to what? How we could apply technology to improve teacher professional development, right? Or teacher training, right? Especially for TESOL and TEFL here. So if you read this article, you could see current state of research on the use of technology in language teacher education and professional development here. So this one was published in TESOL journal, also a very famous one. And in this article, I should say review article, right? You will tell over the past more than 10 years ago, starting from 2010 up to 2021, what was happening to the empirical studies, okay? And what might be the challenges, affordances of digital technology in language teacher education and professional development here. I really like this one. Do you know, usually you want to get something published in good journals, they like to see challenges and how you will offer pedagogical implications to the challenges your participants encountered. And then we could make everything happen, right? When we try our best to apply digital technology to language training, okay? And I like the last one as well. The 3 authors or 3 researchers help us how to predict the future trend of applying technology into teacher training, okay? So this is very, very good reference for you. Oh, I should say for me as well, right? Okay, now here comes the old saying. I say old saying means it's my motto always, or perhaps it's your motto as well. We all know Freeman and Johnson, right? Freeman Larson is another one for the textbook. Sorry, Freeman and Johnson in 1998, they already told us, okay, let me read to you, then you should become aware about how we could improve this situation. Okay, I'll read to you. Lagging behind by almost a decade, language teacher education has begun to recognize that teachers, apart from the method or materials they may use, are central to understanding and improving English language teaching. Long time ago, the 2 authors already told us. You know, Freeman and Johnson, they are very famous, right? Up to now, my students are still using Freeman and Larson's TESOL textbook. So their reminder is still happening, even even though we are entering the digital era now. Can you tell, usually we could tell, when I was reading or when I'm going to read some articles, I could tell, wow, the language teacher training researchers or teacher education researchers, they always need to refer back to what's happening in the general education, and then they try to apply what they found in the, for example, mathematics or in social science or in other fields to the language training field here. So I did learn from my professor Francis, stating that we do hope that very, very soon, we teacher researchers in a language field don't need to learn from other fields, but vice versa, they should learn from us as well at the same time. Then we could move forward together, we march together on the research way or research path, then we can grow up together. That's his expectation and also my dream as well, okay, at this moment. I don't know, how about you? Yes. All right, now here comes, I'm going to share another file with you. The empirical studies on language teacher education. This one, okay. Here. I did a research for everybody here, okay? So starting from 2000 up to now, we can tell when you try to design any kind of specific research project, you have to consider who would be your stakeholders, right? For example, use this one, give me 1 second. Oh, no. Okay, you may just have pre-service teachers, right? Or you may just choose in-service teachers, right? But to be honest, if you want to get something good published, listen to me. It's important for you to what? Recruit both pre-service teachers and in-service teachers. That's why we said we set up the collaboration or cooperation as well between pre-service teachers and in-service teachers. So you can think about whether you could have this possibility to have both of them in one study. So the stakeholder is important for you to think about. And at the same time, if you could deal with, for example, either number one, pre-service teachers, or number two, in-service teachers, professional development in technology application, for example, would it be better for you to include number three, students, or even number four, mentors? Wow, then your research design is so comprehensive. And recently, people or researchers, they are considering, could I also have number five, administrators, related to how technology could be employed or could be applied into language instruction at schools? We might need to collect their opinions as well. And perhaps you could also recruit some parents, not participants. You may also recruit or include some parents from your students' families, and then see how students would like to learn languages via any kind of technology you're using at home. So you could actually include as many stakeholders as possible in your research design. Wow, I could promise that you could publish your articles very soon. Okay, and later on, if I have time, I'll promote the English language teaching in Taiwan is the top one TESOL journal. Okay, because currently I'm serving as the associate editor. If I have time, then I'll introduce the journal to you. It's been published by Springer. Okay. All right, so up to now, wow, stakeholders, we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, even up to 6. Just do your best to recruit or include as many stakeholders as possible in your research. Okay. Okay, now once you decide your stakeholders, what are you going to do? Remember, we did review the previous journal articles about teacher beliefs, right? Remember teacher beliefs, or you call it perceptions? Because beliefs more like, they're lifelong beliefs, but perceptions might be changed easily, okay? Or you want to do teacher attitude, teacher knowledge, okay? Or you think, okay, I will draw a boundary here. I'm going to deal with how teacher belief or teacher perception or attitude knowledge and compare their knowledge together with their teacher practice or their teacher identity or their self-efficacy. See, you have different perspectives to be dealt with, right, in your design. And welcome to the world. Everything could happen once you're we always say proposal. Okay, once your proposal could cover different interesting perspectives as a so-called editor, okay, or editor-in-chief in any kind of journals, will widen their eyes. Wow, this is totally different from the other research work. I really want to look into the details. Okay, but if your topic is always just similar, totally similar, or even the same as what the previous researchers have published, then they will just what? Forget about it. And then this is why some good journals, they will have very high percentage of desk rejection, right? Desk rejection. Okay. So again, as I said, you should think about what kind of stakeholders you can recruit and what will be the specific perspectives you want to cover. For example, you want to deal with teacher perceptions of using ChatGPT. Okay, for example, cover this one. Then this one should be compared with their practice. Okay, something like that. Okay, or for example, in my department, I'm promoting the application of ChatGPT when we are teaching freshman English, because some students their grammar sometimes are not so good. So I want them to learn from ChatGPT. So, but some of my colleagues told me, if I rely too much on ChatGPT, how could I identify myself? See, then you have teacher perception about what ChatGPT and how their teacher identity would be either enhanced or would be influenced, right? Something like that. So see, I have to think about what would be the specific research topics I could integrate together. Okay, right. Now, so you have A plus B. Okay, I'm sorry, handwriting is so awful. And then you have A and B. Now here comes C. Now, as you can see from what I just reviewed for you, we could cover pedagogy, right? Number one, pedagogy or education theory. Or you want to cover assessment and evaluation, or workplace culture, or learning community, or program. Or the latest one, technology. Or the sixth one, cross-cultural interaction, or telecollaboration. So category C or part C here would allow you to choose from the list. And perhaps you want to combine two big themes or two big topics. It's also possible. Okay. And even though I'm using pedagogy, theories, assessment, evaluation here, hey, don't forget, everything could be applied based on specific technology. So technology application could be always what? The sub-theme or subtopic when you try to deal with assessment, evaluation, workplace culture, or even pedagogy or educational theories. Okay, so think about that. Welcome to the digital era. You could do everything based on technologies, right? Okay. Recently, I'm very interested in cross-cultural interaction and telecollaboration as well. So I did the research for everybody here. As you can tell here, okay, these are the example references for you. Okay. And you can tell Robert is here, right? Robert is here. Or Yizu, Professor Cities and Mei Hui's supervisors here. He did publish a lot of good articles. So that's why we learn a lot from him. Okay. And this is just the in-text citation here. If you want to read the details, please scroll down. You can have the reference here. Okay. A long list here. Okay. Could I have you take a screenshot about this table if you like? Empirical studies on language teacher education. Because I did need more time to compile everything. So like about 1 week ago, the organizing committee asked me to send them the PowerPoint file. I'll show you. I just put something like this. Please click the link to a PDF file. Okay. But now I complete everything for you now. So you can take a screenshot here. And if you don't mind, perhaps you want to take a screenshot about all the reference details here. Okay, or internet and higher education. Ooh, computer assisted language learning. All these important journal articles. Okay, next page. See, Hongben we call him as Chen. Chen, Yizu, and me, we are good friends. Professor Hongben did publish articles about work culture. Okay, so you can refer to the reference here. You can take a screenshot. I'll be waiting for you for a minute. I hope this not block you. Oh, right. And here comes, okay, actually this is the last page already. Starting from Professor Zhen's work here. Somebody was telling me something. Later I'll read. I'm sorry. Attendance link for day 1. I'm sorry. So this is not related to my talk. Okay, so okay. I do hope you're done with your screenshots here. Okay. And I do hope my hard work could make sense to you. Okay. All right. So this is the first PDF file I completed last midnight. Okay. The next page is about here. How about myself? I'd like to share with me, with me as well. This is also my own self-refresh. I'd like to share with you and also myself about what I've been doing, okay, over the past 15 years, okay. And I have been conducting 13 NSTC project in Taiwan. Did somebody raise her hand? I'm sorry. Could you please say something? Did you raise your hand? Would you like to just speak up? Or perhaps during the Q&A time, I could answer your question. She just raise your hand. Anyway, all right. So over the past 15 years, okay, I've been doing some research on language teacher education. I've been doing 13, okay, research projects, but not all of them. Around 10 of them are about language teacher education. And I did highlight the keywords to you. See, at the beginning, the stakeholders were preserves teachers. And what else? Where's my pen? Okay, here. Okay, at the beginning, oh, not at the beginning, I'm sorry. This is reason why I'm sorry. I should scroll down. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's start from something here, from the bottom here. Long time ago, right, I recruited just in-service teachers, right? In-service teachers in gray color, okay? And I also invite local students and administrators. Okay, only once. I only recruited administrators for once because it's so difficult to get their consent form because everything here should be reviewed and approved by the ethic review committee. So long time ago, I did invite administrators, but then year by year, I guess I don't think I got so much time to approach them again and again. So you can tell, all right, the next year, I invited pre-service teachers and in-service teachers together. So I try my best to set up the collaboration opportunities between pre-service teachers and in-service teachers together and see how they might spark something different between each other or between two sides here. And I did publish this article in I guess English language teaching in the top one teacher journal in Taiwan. Yes, the one I'm currently serving as the associate editor here. And then next year I dealt with what? Online video case discussions on pre-service English teachers and in-service teachers again. So I did do my best, right? Try to recruit pre-service language teachers and in-service language teachers as well. And then, but then during these 2 years, I didn't have enough energy to engage students. But then I regret it a lot. So then in the following year, I also try my best to get the consent from local students' parents. As you may know, because they are under 20 years old, then I have to get a consent from their parents. Okay. And I didn't have pre-service teachers, but then I try my best to have their mentors. When I was trying my best to see English teachers, technological, pedagogical content knowledge, this is TPAC, okay, the TPAC, TPACK, and also their computer self-efficacy, okay, how they develop their TPACK or TPAC, and also how they espoused their own self-efficacy in using computer into their language instruction context there, and how this kind of technology implication will impact student learning outcome. This one, long time ago, it's like, it's a very, very old project now, around 10 years ago. This project did a very good job to help me publish a good article in this article. It's my article together with Professor Clancy, published by the outstanding article. I'll check for you. Give me 1 second. So many articles in my mind. I'm sorry. So after finish lunch, will be a big. Yeah. Okay, good. So I'll hurry up now. So I only have 30 minutes, really? Sure. Because I'm checking my time, yes. Okay, my timer is still running. Okay, anyway, so year by year, you can tell I did try my best to recruit more different kinds of stakeholders, and I try my best to do the pragmatic instruction as well. Okay, and also technology application. Now I have to rush now. Actually, it's almost done, to be honest, after I finish this slide here. Okay, so as you can see, visions. What are the affordances and challenges you need to deal with, or you need to encounter, okay? And what's the major mission you think yourself should have, okay? So again, I try to review for you stakeholders, research themes, specific topics, and data sources you have to consider. And then these are the reference for your reference. These are the recent articles for your reference published in this year okay? And then another bunch of articles for your reference. So see, just put our research into action, okay? All right, thank you so much. So then I could take questions from you now. Sure, sure. Of course, of course. If any questions, leave your message. It's okay. Thank you so much. So I'm done with my part now. Thank you so much, Professor. Thank you. Sure.
Greetings ko lagi.
Yes, please. Yeah.
What the?
I couldn't hear. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear very well. So. Mm-hmm.
Conduct English as a medium of instructions in a senior high school. My question will be, what stakeholders do I need to involve in my upcoming research? And then, because I'm currently the student in English education major, the one who will be responsible to conduct the preparations for teachers in the English as a medium of instruction, of course, the English teacher in that school. Do I need also to involve other teachers from other subject, because they're going to be the one who will teach the student through English
Yes.
for other subjects too? Thank you.
EMI, right? Okay, you should teacher readiness, right? Teacher readiness for applying EMI. In which subject did you mention? Which subject or all the subjects?
Yes, all subjects in the school
Oh,
will be
all the subjects. Wow.
explained in English, possibly. And then there are several other languages like Indonesian, of course, but because this is Indonesian-based lesson, so I don't think that I need to involve them.
Sure, sure.
Do I need to also involve teachers from other subject who will be delivering the lesson through English
Oh, of course, yes.
language? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very good question to me. Yesterday I attended our EMI meeting, bilingual education meeting in my university. Yes, exactly. Usually when you try to train students and make them ready for offering EMI courses to students either in college or senior high or junior high levels, it's important to involve or engage the subject teachers together. You work together because the subject teachers will offer you ideas about this specific subject. For example, PE, even physical education in Taiwan should be taught in English, Physical education, but how could we, English teachers, know everything about PE? Same here with social science or physics, anything like that. So it's important for you to conduct research by recruiting them perhaps as your so-called mentors. Okay, so you can have them become the mentors, or mentor is not a good word. Perhaps the cooperating teachers, cooperating teachers together with your English teachers together. Then your design will be very well organized together. Yes. Did I miss one of your question, because sometimes I couldn't hear you very clearly. What's your another question?
Maybe talk about the stakeholder.
Yeah, the stakeholder already.
Stakeholder, all stakeholders. Did you involve students?
Uh, right now, I do not consider the students yet.
Students, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm planning to do the research related to the teachers' readiness. But I guess if it is crucial to involve students in the research stakeholders, then I need to involve the student.
I guess so, because it's a teacher readiness. If teachers they do their self-reflection, just told you or tell you, yes, I'm ready. Who can tell they are ready? Only students could know they are ready, right? So students' perspectives are always so important. If you want to publish your thesis findings in the near future, it's important for you to have students as one of your stakeholders, and perhaps administrators, or if you have young kids, parents' perspectives or ideas also very important. Yes, that's my suggestion to you, but it's up to your time and energy, right? I know because it's always difficult to finish a thesis. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for the
Oh,
explanation.
it's my great honor. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Lu. Thank you for the response. Now we proceed to the next question.
Sure.
I
Joseph,
encourage the audience, the online audience, to continue submitting your question through the question and answer feature. And here in the online, do I have another question?
Did Joseph raise his hand? I always see Joseph's hands on like this.
Okay.
Did you raise your hand, Joseph?
Joseph?
Yes, I did. Can I ask a question directly, or I have to send it?
No, you can ask your question directly to Dr. Lu.
I see. Okay. I'm Joseph. I'm from Benguet State University here in the Philippines, and I got inspired about how Dr. Lu mentioned something about TPAC and Chat GPT. Is there a way that I can generate or like create a research out of these two things, Dr. Lu?
Perfect. This is what I'm going to do. Do we need to work together? Okay. You leave your message, and perhaps I can contact. It's very important. Teachers are not very good at using ChatGPT when they are teaching students composition. In my department. So I guess TPACS is also a good theoretical framework for you to apply. Not just ChatGPT, could be Bard, right? Could be Beings, right? Could be something else, okay? Or even Midjourney or other kind of image creators. I guess it's important because in this digital era, as a language teacher or any kind of teachers in different perspectives or subject areas, it's important for us to apply AI technology. There's no doubt about that. Yes, sure, sir. Very good thesis topic. Oh, sorry, research topic. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you.
All right. For the next questions, do we still have the online question or the offline? No? Okay, I think that's all. There is no more questions, Dr. Lu. Then thank you for all the engaging questions to our speaker for providing valuable insight. As we approach the conclusions to our question and answer, and indeed our conference, I would like to extend our heartfelt thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Lu, for sharing your expertise and to all the attendants in your active participations. Your contribution made this conference a rich and intellectually rewarding experience. I encourage everyone to explore another sessions and activity throughout the conference to take the advantage and any networking opportunities, connect with your peer, and continue the scholarly conversations that have been initiated today. At the end of the conference, kindly provide your feedback sessions. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we draw near the ends of question and answer sessions, I would like to transition the conclusions to our international conference, UICELL 2023. Before we formally close our time together, I would like to take a moment to summarize the highlights and the and express our collective appreciations to Dr. Lu's contributions that have shaped this conference experience. Dr. Lu has intricately navigated the landscape of language teacher education in digital era. From the meticulous literature review encompassing teacher belief, telecollaboration, and technological pedagogical knowledge, she guided us through the current research trends and future consideration. Dr. Lu thought-provoking questions challenge us to bridge potential literature gap, translate the research into action, and navigate the challenges and the opportunities in the foreign language teacher educations. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Lu for her insight presentations. To conclude our session today, thank you one more time, Dr. May Hui Lu, for your enlightening presentations. Your expertise had immense value of this conference.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. As we bring the session to close, I want to express also a deep appreciation to all the attendees. Your engagements and then your truthful questions have made this conference truly dynamic. And thank you for being a part of UICELL 2023 until we make it again. Stay connected and keep the scholarly conversations alive. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much. Hope see you very soon online somewhere. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Enjoy your conference over there. Bye-bye. And Joseph, we can connect with each other, Joseph. Just kidding. My email is MLIU. You can email me.
I will. Thank you, doctor.
Yeah. Perhaps we can work together. We actually promote international cooperation. Oh, yesterday the UML, the rector and Harry, the OIR chief, just visit us yesterday. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. I don't want to occupy your time. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks to Ms. Rati Novitasari MPD for the assistance and Ms. Mei Hui Liu BEd MA PhD for the inspiring speech. Now we have come to the end of this event session from the keynote speakers, also featured speaker. We would like to say thank you to all presenters for the inspiring presentation. Continue the event. We have come to the parallel session that will be conducted on-site, recorded and online. For the on-site presenter are pleased to proceed into the third floor and look for your own site. And for the online presenter will be invited to join the structured breakout room. All presenters are pleased to enter their own site. And also, I would like to remember to all to come to the venue again after you do after the presentation are closed to do the closing for the event today. Thank you.
Excuse, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, this is Mitsuko Yamamoto. I think I am the presenter for this period.